Really? Well, this is the most important plaza, Anton, in Palenque. Look at the jungle, because the jungle is very high.
Yes.
The same. You know, the weather in Palenque is a tropical rainforest. But now we are on the north of Chiapas. But this jungle comes from Central America. Remember, have you been there in Tikal? You know,
Yes.
it's the same jungle, very high temple. Well, the most important temple in Palenque, big ones. Behind this kapok tree,
Yes.
Temple of the Inscriptions, the most important temple in Palenque. You know, the Pacal's tomb, very important man in Palenque. In a minute, it's possible to give information about this temple. This is the Temple of the Skull, or skull. Do you understand when I say the skull?
No.
The bones of the face.
Okay.
And this temple is possible to see the main art in Palenque was modeled in stucco, or stickberek. You know the stickberek?
Okay.
Okay. Well, in this temple, the Mayas represented the god of the dead. Because
God
in this
of the
temple, the Mayas worshipped the god
It looks
of the
like
dead.
this.
It's possible. Look at the stairs.
Yes.
And then on the left side, it's possible to see a door. Can you see the door? Now look at the columns on the right side. The column on the base. Look at on the base of the button. It's possible to see a skull modeled in a stucco. This one.
Oh.
On the bottom of the bottom.
What, on the right side?
On the right side. You know that in the column or pillar. And you see the pillar there are two pillars. Look at the right side.
The right
on
side.
the right side, on the bottom.
Okay, I see them. Yeah.
This is why it's the temple of the skull. This skull represented the god of the dead. The name is Apuch.
Apuch.
In Maya Xol. The Maya Xol. The Mayas worship to the god of the dead in this temple, and they made rituals, ceremonies, and human sacrifice in this important temple. And 10 years ago, archaeologists discovered a tomb inside this temple. Then this is the first tomb in Palenque, you know, temple of the skull. In a minute, it's possible to see the Red Queen.
The Red Queen.
Tombs, very important.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's go to see the Red Queen tombs. Nice view.
Nou, wat jullie nou zien, hier is de mooie tempel. Daar gaat de gids een stukje over uitleggen natuurlijk. Maar dit is toch wel mooi, hè? Ja, in die mist, in die regen nog. En dan is het toch heel mysterieus hoor, hoe dat eruit ziet.
A very older city, Maya. This city have more than 1,000 years ago. You know, because this city was discovered for Spanish in 1773. But when these people came, you know, this city was completely abandoned for the Mayas, because this city lived in the classical period, between 200 to 900 after Christ. This city was completely abandoned 800 years. Can you imagine? This city was completely covered,
Covered with
jungle.
Jungle, yes.
Inside this structure grow big trees.
Yes.
Sometimes the roots of these trees grew very thick. The roots entrance in these stones and then destroy everywhere. This is why 85% of these stairs and the bodies were reconstructions for the archaeologists. But look at the roof. The roof, only 35% were reconstructions.
Okay.
The Mayas, they were a great architects because they didn't use metal for build this heavy roof. Only stones, stucco, or stickberek, and a lot of pieces of wood. You know, a lot of pieces of wood. It's amazing to see the roof complete more than 1,000 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Try to imagination, sometimes grow trees on the top of this roof. And now it's possible to see almost complete.
Okay.
In this place, you know, in the Temple of the Inscriptions, in 1952, you know, Mexican archaeologist Alberto Ruz Luyer discovered a secret chamber on the floor of the temple. You know, in this place, the archaeology discovered a stairs but covered with land. You know, the men and the team take like 4 years to clean very slowly all of this down the stair and then to reach the temple base. In this place, the archaeology discovered a coffin, you know, sarcophagus. This is a sarcophagus with a beautiful carvings and a beautiful deal inside with different symbols also. When this archaeology opened the sarcophagus, he discovered a skeleton of the Maya priest.
Was it gold?
No, this is the light, you know, this is a replica.
Okay,
this is a replica. Well, inside discovered this skeleton, you know, the pacals, the pacal skeletons, you know, but the skull covered with a beautiful mask made jade, and a lot of pieces of jade beads for necklaces, earrings, bracelets, and rings. You know the names of this temple? Temple of the Inscriptions is because go up the stairs and get into the temple. Just on the wall, there are like a tree, big slabs, original big stone slabs with 620 inscriptions, hieroglyphics. You know, they organized right in Maya. And since 1973, you know, the epigraphers, they can to read on 75% of the symbols. This is why right now it's possible to know a lot about the dynasty of these important men, you know, found on the base of the temple. The name was Pacal. Pacal. And the most important thing about Pacal is the Pacal take a rule in Palenque in 615, but at 12 years old, when he was a teenage. These men lived for 80 years. It's a lot for the Mayas. And then these men take a rule in the city for 68 years. Is when this city grew in different respects, you know, religious, politics. And this city was powerful, but a beautiful city. A lot of decoration. Look at in the columns, please. In the columns of the temple, it's possible to see original relics.
Okay.
But in this case, it's people. It's possible to see legs, arms, you know, headdresses, and other decorations. You know, the National Geographics, they try to reproduce the temples in the best times, you know, in the Pacal's times. Look at the Mayas covered everywhere. The Mayas didn't see the stones.
This were the real colors.
The red color.
Red color.
The Mayas covered everywhere with the stucco, chickberex. They covered everywhere and then painted. Painted with red color, and in the decoration, look at the columns on the roof and on the roof comb.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in the temples, the roof comb collapsed. Usually have 4 meters. Can you see the Temple of the Cross?
Yes.
This is the Temple of the Cross. Look at the roof comb. On the roof, it's possible to see the roof
it's a little bit dark. Momento. Oh. Yeah. It's the Temple of the Cross, eh?
Temple of the Cross. The roof comb on the top is complete.
Okay. The top is complete. Yes.
This is the roof comb. The Maya used it for decorations. You know, the roof comb, the Maya used it for decoration, or it's probably the Mayas, they try to touch the sky, you know, because it's the last thing of the temples.
Is there nog some kind of meaning about why it is a red color?
Well, the red color was very important for the Maya because it represented power and life for the Mayas.
Power and life.
Power and life for the Mayas. And blood. You know the blood?
Blood, okay.
In this period, the Mayas, they used blood for everything. You know, the blood was very important in this city. You know, unfortunately, you know, like 11 years ago, you know, the temple was closed for the archaeologists because on the base of the temple there are the original coffin, a deal, and the rest of Pacal. They're still inside. There are the original thing. The archaeologists, they say close this temple because they say the human sweat is acid. And then damage everything inside. And the weather, you know, the tropical rainforest, a lot of humidity. This is why it's not allowed to visit this area. Unfortunately, you know. In the local museum, it's possible to see a beautiful replica, the Pacal's tombs, you know. This is other structure. You know, the Red Queens, and you have a good luck because you can go in a minute. I give the information about this temple. This is the Red Queen tomb. You know, but in this place in 1994, other to Mexican archaeology discovered other coffin or sarcophagus inside this structure. You know, this is the coffin. The archaeologists discovered painted with shining red colors again.
Okay.
Well, inside of this coffin, archaeology discovered a skeleton bed of a lady. This is the skull. You know, look at this is skull, the eyes, the nose, the teeth,
Okay.
and the bones. But look at the bones. The bones is red color. Do you want to move for a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Guys.
Speaks a little bit loud.
Sure. And behind us, really, no? Okay. The red color, you know, look at the bones, it's red colors. You know, this is why, because when the noble peoples die, only the nobles, you know, only when the noble peoples die, the bodies was painted with a heavy mineral. Maybe you know the cinnabar. You know the cinnabar is a heavy, dangerous, poisonous mineral. Yeah. And when the skin is in, for the humid and the time, the colors of these heavy minerals give to the bones. This is why the archaeological discovery the skeletons painted with shining red color. This is why the names, you know, red queens, because inside the archaeological discovery a lot of pieces of jade beads. You know, jade beads. In these cities, the archaeologists they don't discover gold or silver, and then the holy jewelry was jade, and used only noble peoples. The archaeologists suppose this lady was very important in this city too, you know, but they need to study 3 ladies in this city, because in these civilizations, the women, they have power. And then in Palenque, they have matriarchal, for example, because before Pacal take a rule in this city, his grandmother, Jolignal, was government here. Very important lady. And then later, the Pacal's moms, Lady Sakuk. And then, well, the archaeologists study everything inside, and they discover this lady was the Pacal's wife.
Okay.
Sakbuahao, very important lady.
So, he was lying there, and she was lying there.
Yes.
Okay.
3 tombs, very important lady. Then it's very interesting when you go inside, because it's possible to see too. The best example, how the Mayas built, because the Mayas they built on the top the older houses. Then in a minute, when you are inside, it's possible to see a house. Inside there are a house. There is a house. There is 3 rooms. When this lady died, was buried on the main rooms. The Mayas covered the rooms and later built on the top of this small house all of this structure. Can you see on the top? It's possible to see the 4 columns. Can you see the remains? The 4 columns. Sometimes looks like a temple.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the roof collapsed.
You collapse, yes.
And then, in a minute, it's possible to see tunnels by this area, because the Mayas, they had communications with the Pacal's tombs, and with the other tunnels, the temple of the skull.
Yeah.
Because these places later to became like holy places, because the tunnels for the Mayas represented the entrance to the underworld. And then enjoy when you are inside, because it's very older place. If you want to go back in time, try to imagination when these noble people enter here and make rituals, because by rituals they try to talk with the spirit of the dead.
Okay, let's go for it.
Yeah, sure. Take your time. Well, Lanton, this is the palace. And the palace was a residential complex where Pacal lived with his royal family. Remember, this is only a tomb, the Pacal's tombs. This is the palace where Pacal lived with his royal family and worked too. Look at it. Look at in the columns, please. Can you see the columns? It's possible to see original reliefs.
Yes, I see.
Look at the roof. Sometimes around to the palace looks like the same courtyards, with a lot of columns, and with a lot of decorations. A lot of decorations on the roof, and the roof come. Remember, a lot of roof come. But for the Mayas, take 400 years into the palace. Remember, they built on the top the older houses. Then many generations worked inside for made the tower. Walk for a little minute, and because I want to show you this tower, because the tower was unique in the Maya world. Okay. Only in Palenque it's possible to see this kind of tower. You see the towers, it's unique. And then, I have a nice picture about the same tower, but in 1891. You know, in these times, in the 19th centuries, many explorers and adventurers came, and then they tried to explore all of these lost cities. Then, Alfred Percival Mosley, he came in 1891, and look at the tower. It's the same tower, but look at, grow big trees.
Yes.
On the top, no, a jungle. And then the roof collapsed. And then this roof is not original. Were reconstructions. Anybody know this is the end of the tower? Probably the archaeologists suppose was much higher than today. Who knows really? The archaeologists suppose the Maya used this tower for observatory. You know, they were a great astronomers, and they look at the star all the time, or look at the enemies too. Because in this period, classical period, the Maya, they were quiet, religious, but they start fight since 500 between Mayas. Then Pacal have a big important enemies, Calakmul. Maybe you hear about Calakmul. It's other important city in Campeche, powerful city. Then it's an important enemy to Pacal. Later, in the Pacal zones, Tonina is on the way to San Cristobal, the highlands. Then they need to take care of your city. This is why it's probably they use it for observatory, not this tower. I have a question here, Anton.
Yeah.
You want to walk for a little bit in the Maya underworld? Because in Palenque it's possible.
Let's go for it.
A little bit. Yeah, because on the south to the palace, it's possible to start to know this place by the south, by the tunnels. Remember, the tunnels and the caves for the Maya represented the entrance to the underworld. And it's very interesting, this place.
Okay, let's
Dark
go.
places
Yes.
in the palace.
Okay.
Because the archaeologists suppose in these places, the Mayas, they make rituals, private rituals, ceremonies, or human sacrifice in this place. Let's go. Ready for walking the Maya underworld?
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Just for a little minute, remember. You want to come here and then turn and look at the view. A beautiful, this amazing view to the tunnels in the palace. Look at these places. Well, it's the beginnings of this palace. Then these places first was a rooms for the noble peoples. Look at the door. Inside it's possible to see a stone bed. Later, the Mayas built on the top these places, then to become like tunnels in the palace. Holy places. Entrance here only, noble peoples for major rituals, ceremonies, the death and renaissances, or human sacrifice. And in this place, well, it's possible to start to see how many stucco, or stick perec, the Mayas used it for cover, remember? Everywhere, the roof, the walls, the floor, inside, outside, and use it for stone, bring the stones and model art, It's very important to talk about this topic. Follow me to the other. In this place, it's possible to reach the exit, this magical exit to the Maya underworld. Look at.
Yeah.
Yes, magical exit. Big stairs. The Maya, they were a short people. 1.50 meters in general. But they usually make a big steps. Probably for give us protections. Because it's more difficult to climb. And people who have a short leg, very quick. And then probably they have time for kill the animals.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
This is aversions. Because look at these are big steps. For people, for very short people. And enjoy this place. Look at.
Oh, wow.
It's nice, eh?
Yeah.
Different. Very different. And I have this picture, Anton. The same temple. But in 1891. Temple of the Inscriptions.
Wow.
85% were reconstructions. It's amazing, eh? Sí, buenos días. Okay, this is the most important house in the palace, and it's possible to see original painted, you know, blue, orange, and black color, have more than 1,000 years ago in the same place, you know. And it's the most important house because in this house, Pakal take a rule, make an important ceremony, and inside it's possible to see original slabs. And it's possible to see when Pakal take a rule by your mom. On the left side, she is the lady Sakuk, the Pakal's moms. No, it's not allowed. No. Only from her. She passed the rule at his son by the basket with the feathers of Quetzal. On the left side, he is Pakal. Pakal take a seat in cross leg. He take a rose in cross leg. Inside, the one stone throne, the jaguar with two heads. But look at Pakal. Pakal looks very elegant necklaces, you know, earrings, bracelets, and very elaborate headdress, and then hieroglyphics. This is original. This slab is original. Original painted, red color on the wall. It's possible to see original painted. On the roof, it's possible to see original graffiti. But the 19th century, you know, many explorers came and they put your names. You know, I was here in 1840s, 1830s, 1890s. You know, now it's history right now. You know, this is Chak. This is different spaces of the god. This is Chak again, and then well, it's possible to see the part of the big fence, part of the fence. It's possible to see red color on your eyes, blue color, original thing. You know, this is the, look at the roof, because the roof is very high, very comfortable, you know. The doors, a lot of wind well. Because in these houses, Pakal work. In this place, Pakal work. And then this patio is the most important patio in the palace. Look at the windows. Faces of the different gods. It's possible to see in a red color. Red color. And look at the windows. Remember? On the tunnels, it's upside down.
Oh yeah, for ventilation.
For ventilation, but in this case it's a normal position, in T. A normal position. In the tunnels, upside down.
Oh, upside down, yes. Yeah.
Well, sometimes it's open, sometimes it's closed. When it's open, represent in Maya show the sign Ik, means wind.
Wind.
And the Maya use it for ventilation.
Ventilation.
This is what. When it's closed, the Maya use it for niche. You know the niche? The Maya, they put some figure of the gods or decorations, you know, for this one. And it's possible to see again, you know, the stucco. A lot of original stucco. Painted with red color. And look at on the floor, black colors.
Yes.
I love it. This is the original black color. And now you follow me because I want to show you the north of this archaeological site. Because it's very interesting here. This is the north of this archaeological site. Look at it's beautiful, and it's possible to see the ball game.
Oh yeah.
Two small mountains here. In Palenque it's small. You know, the best is in Chichen Itza, big ones and complete. In Palenque it's small, and then, you know, the ball game was very dangerous. And
because you lose, you can lose.
Yeah, sure. You know, and then the people were sacrificed, you know. Very important ceremony. And they use it only elbows, you know, shoulder, and then they need to pass the ball talk to the hole, you know, like the basket in this position. Then it was very difficult and dangerous because, you know, the ball, they elaborate the ball with rubber and sometimes weight like 3 kilos, according with the archaeologists. Then it's like stones. Then can you imagine when I start to move this ball, the ball moves very fast and then very dangerous. You know, they need to make very strong, very strong. This is the North group. Can you see behind the trees? It's possible to see the other structures. This is the North group, and then Temple of the Count. You know the Count, like a duke.
Mm-hmm.
Important
Yes.
people from Europe, because with one man from Austria, he came in 1832, and then this man lived in this temple for 2 years.
Yeah, I've read it.
With the ladies, 2 German ladies, and lived in this temple. This is why the names right now, Temple of the Count. And enjoy the view. Look at the jungle, you know, the very older houses. Beautiful, you know, beautiful jungle, beautiful views. Older. Look at on the top.
So beautiful with the rain.
Magical, you
yeah.
know? Magical. This is the patio, the most important patio where Pacal worked. Now it's possible to see a lot of decorations, original decorations. The name is the patio of the captives. Do you understand when I say the captives?
Captives, yeah.
These people, they were captives, but they were nobles, princes from the other cities, that they were captives. Look at the, they used a lot of necklaces, you know, bracelets, earrings, because they were noble peoples. But look at the arms. Your arm looks crossed on the chest, has a sign of submissions. You know submissions?
Yeah.
Towards Pacal. And this is why the name's patio of the captives, because in this patio Pacal worked, and then only noble people take a seat here, and then Pacal take important decision here about to the politics, administration.
Op audiëntie.
Yeah, sure. They make speeches here, and sometimes when these people were captives, sacrificed too in front of Pacal, and they make parties. You know, according with the archaeologists, the Mayas, they made parties in this important patio. A lot of decorations. Look at on the roof, it's possible to see the remains. The faces of the same god again, Chak. You know, Chak was very important god. You know, god of the rain. Look at this, the other captives. Possible to see more captives.
Oh, yeah.
You want to down the stairs?
Yes, okay.
Okay, let's go. This is the best.
Yes.
This is complete. They were he was captive too. Look at the arms, hieroglyphics. This is original hieroglyphics. More hieroglyphics.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I don't know, but you know the epigraphers, they can to read in 75%. 75%. And look at the Maya's characteristics. In this man is possible to see the head points. You know, this civilization, they form the head only in the royal families. You know, when the baby is born, when the bones is soft. You know, the Maya, they put a piece of wood in his head and then involve it and then tie it for some hours a day. Then the boys grow with a point head. And the Mayas made this because they want to be or different than the other Mayas or more beautiful. Or the most important is probably they want to lose his head like a corn. You know the corn, no? Maize, holy thing. Other characteristics, big nose. Can you see the big nose? Obliquous eyes. Short people, but very strong people. You know, this is a Maya captives. Different kind of headdresses. Look at them. You know, this civilization, they were a great dentist, and then they can line the teeth. You know, like a spice, because they want to look like a jaguars. Look at the mouth, it's open mouth, and the teeth looks like a spice. You know, they paint things, you know, they make tattoos and scarfaces.
It looks, what's that?
This is looks like a baby or something, but this is like a clothes for men.
Oh,
Look at.
yes, okay. Oh yeah.
Look difference here, very different. You know, all of these people, they were captives, the Pacal's captives. Very important people. Look at the necklaces, earrings. Look at the last man. The last man, your hands looks tired on the back.
Yes.
Or the second man looks a nails, you know, on the knee.
Yeah.
This is the man. In a minute, it's possible to see the most elegant entrance to the palace. It's possible to see the arch. Okay? You want to follow me?
Los mayas no tenían nada que ver con esa cultura, sino que fue un diseño arquitectónico que llegaron a Occidente.
And look at the niche. It's Arabic. It's Arabic. This is why.
De esta manera ellos decoraban así lo que es la entrada principal del palacio.
You know, the Mayas, they made this niche in the roof for made to light the constructions. Because in this case, this roof is more weight than the others.
Okay.
With a great architecture. I want to show you, you know, the entrance, because it's possible to see the arch. You know the arch? Look at the arch. It's possible to see the arch. Arabic.
Oh.
Arabic arch.
Máte pravdu, pak to nacházeli vegetariánské zkrátka slúžilo to ako samotné pánky.
Be careful behind you.
Inak,
Look at the arch.
tak samozrejme boli to
It's Arabic. This is a very important question. Where these people come from?
Yes.
Where is the knowledge of these people? The archaeologists, they know this was a very elegant main entrance. It's possible to see three biggest door hinges here, and in the other side, other three biggest door hinges. It's probably the Maya, they put a very elegant good doors in this elegant entrance. On the other side,
Čo si myslíte teraz, že sa deje?
a gallery, red color. You know, medals. You know the medals in these places? The artistas mayas modeled the exact faces with the stuccatic, the exact faces of the royal families of Pacal, like a portrait. And then they put this face on the center of these elegant medals. Look at the part of the neck. And then, unfortunately, the faces is gone. It's broke, or it's probably it's in a part of the, you know, the collector museums in some part of the world, you know, because many people came in the 19th century. In different places, it's possible to see more graffiti, for example, Augusto de Charnay, Augusto de Charnay, or Plácido Gómez, here. Plácido Gómez.
Yeah.
Plácido Gómez or Manuel C. Castillo. He came in 1846. Put your name here. 1846. Many people came. Camara. He came in 1848. Now it's history, and it's not allowed to put your name here. No more. But he came in 1848.
Who was that?
I don't know. Many people came and put your name. Whatever, it's a lot of people. And then important people came in 1842, for example. John Lloyd Stephens came with other men. Frederick Catherwood, one man writing, the other man rowing. And then these people is the beginnings of the try to give the information, real information about this lost city. Many people. Okay, this is the aqueduct. You know, remember the archaeologists discovered 18 aqueducts in all of this city. This is original.
Yes.
This is original. Look at the water, because the water is very clean. And unfortunately, on the right side, the roof collapse. But look at on the left. It's possible to see continuous below to the grass. And then in the Pacal's times, everything was covered. Everything. The Maya, they have the control in 600. And look at this view, because it's a beautiful view, Anton. This is the Plaza of the Cross. This is a religious place. You know, religious place. Temple of the Cross, Temple of the Foliate Cross, and then Temple of the Sun.
So,
Remember?
I have to go there. I have to go there.
Behind this tree, the cedar tree, this is the magical. You know the magical Temple of the Sun, represented to the underworld. Underworld.
Yes.
When Pacal died, his son, Kambalan, built these three important temples in Palenque. And in a minute you can go. In a minute it's possible to down the stairs, pass a bridge, and you can follow this path, and then it's possible to visit this area.
Okay. You have one thing to say to the Dutch people?
Yeah, sure. Dutch people. Yeah.
Dutch from Holland?
From Holland. Welcome, Anton. It was a pleasure. I was working for you. You know, the Holland people is very friendly. Usually looks very happy. And whole year we have visited Palenque. And thank you for coming, because we know right now it's very hard to reach Palenque.
Okay.
But it's worth it. Look at that nice.
Thank you for the information.
Thank you. Thank
you.
You
are very nice.
My information helped to know some about this Maya civilization. And look at the Temple of the Sun.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
And that's there.
And
there's what I'm going to go.
Sure. Later you can follow this path and then to reach the museum.
Muchas gracias.
Al contrario,
Muy
muchas
contento.
gracias por venir a vernos.